And there's a good reason, because it empowers you to be able to take care of stuff yourself. You got hanging limbs, branches, you want to cut firewood, you can do all that with the Sunjo chainsaw. But it's not just a handheld saw, which is wonderful. It is also, it converts to becoming a pole saw. So now I can open it up, I can extend it, and I'll open it up right here. And now I can extend it and tighten it, and now I can reach areas I could never reach before. It has an articulating top, so I let the saw do the work, and I just lay it on the branches and I cut. Kyle, show my video real quick, and this kind of shows you how it works in the pole saw version. So this is my neighbor Judy's house. She's like, "Guy, I've got these things hanging out under my palm tree." I said, "No problem." I went out there, no cords, no wires, and I simply cut off all those little feeders that you want to get rid of, and those things leave like berries all over your yard. Watch how quickly I was able to trim both those trees, all three of them actually. That's one of those little palms that splits into three. Walk around the other side. I'm not on a ladder. All I do is let it rest on the branch. Look at that, and I cut it. And that is how easy. All right, I'm gonna pose. There it is, and ta-da. That's how amazing it is. If you want to configure it from the pole saw back to a hand saw, let me show you how easy this is. There's a little release button right here. You open that up, there's your handheld chainsaw. I'm gonna put that there. You go to the back, I'm gonna shrink it down, take the battery off, that's it. Take the battery, bring it over to the handsaw, lock it in. That's how quick I go from being a pole saw to a chainsaw. It's safe, it's clean, it's electric, it's rechargeable. You get about almost an hour of runtime, which is plenty of time to be able to trim your trees and branches and allow you to take care of your yard. It is the lowest price that we've ever done. It's $80 off, and it's free shipping today, and it comes with a 5-year warranty. There's not another product I sell here, maybe one or two, I can't remember, that has a 5-year warranty. When you do that, like Sunjo, you care about your customer. And whether it's tree limbs, branches, firewood, 2x4s. I used mine when we had a hurricane last year to create 2x4s to prop up my awning. You can do all that stuff. Bobby is back with us. He's gonna show you how easy and simple this is to use. Order it now, you're gonna love it.
So Guy, that video you just showed was amazing, by the way. I'm working on some 2x4 right here. When I say working on, I mean literally in a couple of seconds, I'm that quickly able to cut through a 2x4 that easily. And that video that we just showed you of Guy, I've called people to come out to the house before just to see. It's $75 a tree to do that.
Let me try it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna use a handsaw.
Okay.
All right?
Be careful.
Look at what the saw wants to do. You have to pull towards you, get it started.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You know how that works. And then
nothing.
Now look, it's moving the whole, I mean, that's how hard it is. You really have to be strong to be able to do that. With a handsaw, all I do is I take the handsaw over, get my spot here, hold on. There it is.
It's that easy.
And I did that with my hand in my pocket. That's how easy it is.
Yeah.
But the beauty is, a lot of stuff isn't right in front of you, Bobby.
Right, thank you. A lot of
Right?
stuff is either above you or below you, and that's a beautiful thing about our saw from Sunjo. It's basically a 2-in-1. Guy just showed you what it looks like in the handheld. Now I've put it on the pole, and you've got a handle or a top that articulates all these different positions no matter what you want to do. Listen, the last thing we want for you is get on a ladder to cut something. So I'm gonna go over here above my head and show you what I mean. So I'm gonna put the saw up there, and what you're gonna notice is that I was able to
Do
cut.
it again, Bobby, because I want to get a close-up.
All right. You see that? But what you're not seeing is me. I'm on the ground, safe and sound, both feet. I'm not on a ladder. I'm not unsafe.
Yeah.
I have full control. This is lightweight. I think it's around 5 pounds. The pole itself, it telescopes,
6
right?
pounds. Yep.
6 pounds. So look at this. Look at all this. This is 3.7 feet. You can extend it 2 feet to 5.7 feet.
Extend it all the way out for me.
Okay, all the way out. Lock it in.
Watch this.
And then look, you can go. Look, I'm out of frame. Did you want to cut something?
Yeah, you know me.
That's long.
Gladiola back here.
There you go.
So watch. I'm over here. I see this gladiola. Let's say I want to cut it, right?
Boom.
I just did that. I mean, and look at the cut. The cut is completely clean, which is important when you're pruning your big trees. You don't want to be out there hacking it up.
Right.
Because then you get the rot that goes back into it. So you get nice clean cuts.
Yep.
I can reach way, 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 way up high, out of sight. I would never, and I'll tell you this. People say, well, I'll use the handheld chainsaw and I'll get on a ladder.
Nope.
The only people that should ever do that are people that are paid professionals.
Right.
Okay? I don't want you getting on a ladder. I don't want you or your mom or your dad getting on a ladder. Look right here at that shot. That woman is out there taking care of her property. And now if she called somebody, they'd probably charge her minimum $150 just to come out.
Yeah,
Because it's not worth their time. You can do it yourself. 6 pounds in your hands. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's not intimidating like the
Not
other
at all.
chainsaws. I'm gonna go over here and do this demonstration for you because I just wanna show you how thick of a log or a branch you could get through. So the key is you don't wanna rush it and you don't need to push it. You could do a little bit of seesawing back and forth, but that's a thick log. Where'd that piece go? Let's see how, oh, sorry to reach in front of you.
Look. See how clean that is?
And let's measure it, guys. See
Look at
how we did there. This is probably 4-inch cut.
Yeah,
about a 4-inch cut.
Yep.
You see that? So the chainsaw itself is 6 inches. So what that means is anything below that, basically 5.5 and under,
yeah.
you're going to be able to cut with no problem. Unlike this chainsaw back here, which is bigger, heavier, bulkier. I mean,
Well,
you don't need this. I don't need this. Do you need that for you?
Let me just tell you, I've used a chainsaw like this. I helped a friend out years ago. A tree fell in his barn, and we were up there on the roof cutting away branches. These are hard. First of all, it's a pull start. So you got to know how to do that.
Right.
You got to mix oil and gas.
Right.
It's giant. It probably weighs 30 pounds easily, all right, versus 6 pounds, all right? This is a professional chainsaw. Great for pros. You and I are not pros. We just want to clean up our yard. Here's what I'll tell you. I got about 7 minutes left. We are already crazy busy. It's $80 off. The shipping on this, I don't even know what the shipping is. It's probably 10, 15 bucks. You're not paying that. You got 5 years on the warranty. You got 30 days to try it. A lot of you say, well, I'm a little intimidated. I guarantee once you get this home, you'll be like, you know what? This is actually fun. I've always wanted to have a tool like this, but I was afraid that it would be overbuilt. Well, that big one is built for professionals. This is built for homeowners. Maybe you live alone and you see a big branch hanging over your driveway. Extend the pole, cut that branch away. Or you can make your own firewood. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I told you when we had the storm last year, I was out there cutting 2x4s to prop up my awning because I didn't want the awning to bounce around in the wind.
When you have something like this that's lightweight and easy and not intimidating, then you can just cut through stuff no problem. And we all have pruning jobs to do at home. So I know I kind of showed off and showed you a 4.5-inch cut, but that's not to say you always have to have big logs. You can certainly use this to get some of that lighter. I mean, look how quickly I'm just kind of going through this tree. It's a no-brainer. Click, click, click. Now, we have your safety in mind. What I mean by that is several things. First of all, we have a riving knife at the top. All that means is a fancy word for a guard from the top down, and also it helps prevent from pinching, all right? We give you a sheath when you're not in use to put over it right there. Also, we have a place to put your hand here, your other hand. Guy likes to put it in his pocket, which is fine, or you can put it under here. Also, if you just pull the trigger, it won't work. Why? Because you have to engage the safety switch. So again, keep this away from the kiddos, store it with the battery out of it. But speaking of the battery, let me just take a minute to talk about the battery. This is powered by our Sunjoe 24-volt lithium-ion battery. You don't need cords, you don't need gas, you don't need oil. We have additional batteries available for you right now on .com. The battery itself, as you can see, is about almost $45 value. That comes with your purchase in the pole saw. So yes, you get the battery. Yes, you get it in the handheld configuration. Yes, you get the pole. And yes, you can finally not have to rely or worry about anyone else but yourself, because you can do it.
And the only maintenance on this tool, there's a little tiny opening right on the top. See where my finger is right there? You get a little bottle of chainsaw oil that comes with it. You just put that in there. That lubricates the chain. On the other side, if anything gets jammed in there, okay, there is a dial right here. This dial removes this plate, and then you can take any debris out of there, and it also tightens the chain back up. So you don't need any special tools, all right? That's it. And then you are ready to go. So whether you're doing logs, 2x4s, branches, trees,
pruning,
firewood, whatever it is, you have the right tool for the job.
Yeah.
Get it. It's $80 off and free shipping. It is my #1 pick of the entire season. It's been my #1 pick for like 3 years. I just think when you get your hands on it, you'll be like,
you're gonna be excited about it.
It's not scary.
Because you don't have to rely on anybody else. You're doing all the work yourself. And I'm actually gonna go low and show you. I showed you how to do it up high, but sometimes you wanna go down low and cut something that's down low, right? So before I do that, I'm gonna articulate the head all the way back, all right, so I can get the right angle.
Perfect.
Then I'm gonna go up on it, all right? And again, I'm not gonna put a lot of pressure. I'm just gonna kind of rock it slowly, because it's not a race. Let the saw kind of do the work there, and there we go. What I want you to notice, if you can see my full position, I am safe distance away from the cut. All my controls are back here at my hand. Otherwise, if you did not have the pole, you'd have to be right down here on it. And this is not safe or close. On your knees with it in front of your face. Of course, I've got my protective eyewear on and my Sunjo gloves, which I recommend. But that's what's great about the pole. Now, I'm back up away at the right distance. All my controls are here. Whether you're right-handed or left-handed, either way, you can take care of it, guy.
Yeah, like I said, you get about 45 minutes of run time, which is plenty of time if you got to go do a few branches or if you're doing firewood, which is why we offer a backup battery, by the way. Maybe Kyle can put that up. I have a backup battery. You know, the battery alone is about $50.
Yeah.
We have a backup if you want to have a separate battery that you can recharge. So if you're doing a big job, you have a backup. Thank you very much, Kyle. $44.95. So remember, easy. Let's go show my video one more time. So my neighbor Judy said to me, Guy, I got those things hanging off my palm tree. I said, well, you got to clip those down. They'll make your yard a mess. This is an entire tree. I did 6 of those things. Watch. One of them had a big piece of leaf on it. But watch, walk around the other side. I'm not on a ladder.
Yeah, you make this look so easy.
It is easy.
I can tell you that, again, I was saying earlier in the presentation, I've called people to come out to my house to do 3 trees like that. It's $75 a tree is what it cost me. So what you just are seeing Guy do in literally 20, 30 seconds would cost $75 times 3 trees.
Easily.
$225.
Easily. Well, they won't even come out for less than $150.
No. Especially like the bucket trucks, all this stuff. No.
And again, easiest thing you will ever learn to do. Pull 2 triggers. That's all you need to do. Bring it over to whatever you want to cut. Let the saw do the work. I'm not doing nothing. Weight of the saw. Nice and clean. So whether you're, you could sit there and you could try this, and you could be here all day, right? I mean, this thing moves around. I actually think this is more dangerous than this is. This is out of control. This is control, all right? Flex pay is what, Kyle? Can't read it. 29 bucks. Free shipping and handling. Get an HSN credit card, get it home for $99. $80 off our HSN price. Look at this. Amazing.
I just did 3 back-to-back cuts above my head
It's so satisfying.
Because I got the saw on the pole. I love that it's telescopic, so you can get the extra couple of feet if you need it. Wherever your position is, just lock it in and you're ready to go. As far as power, 360 watts of power, no cords needed. This thing is spinning over 3,000 RPMs. It's 6 inches long, which is just the perfect amount. Not too much, not too little, enough to do all the jobs you're gonna need to do.
Hey, do you guys know when Father's Day is? Rebecca, when's Father's Day? When is it? June something.
I think 16th.
All right, so you got time to get this home for Father's Day. It's the 17th. I figured Rebecca would know because, she's married, she's got a husband.
We as fathers should know.
Apparently he's not getting anything for Father's Day.
The 16th is right.
You're right. Guys, get this home. You're going to love it. Flex pay less than $30. You got 30 days to try it. 5-year warranty. They stand behind it. All right, I'm going to kick it